Hello and welcome to another episode with the Autistic Angler. Well, I was at home with Lola and Mrs. B, and Mrs. B said to Lola, "Do you want a wee?" Nothing. And then she said, "Do you want a poo?" And she said, "Did nothing." And then she said, "Do you want to go fishing with Daddy?" And she went mad. So we're out going fishing. So thank you, Lola. Lola, that's a good girl. So I looked at the tide times and I thought to myself, oh yes, you've bought a new lure, haven't you? It's a Savage Gear Seeker. So we've got a couple of hours before high tide. So I thought, do you know what? Why not? So we're up at the top of Eastern Road, fishing in Langstone Harbour. So we're back up the top of the harbour, and I knew this would happen. I said that. Somebody's been up here and left a load of bloody rubbish up here. That's mine on there. But look, there's even a WD-40 can, and there's loads of bottles around as well. Right, here we go. Let's concentrate on this. So I've got my Dyer spin rod. I've got my Shimano spinning reel and the new lure. So let's chuck it out and see if we lose it. So there's nothing to report so far. I've had about 30 casts. And I've varied my retrieve. I've done sink and draw and twitching it, or bringing it in fast and bringing it in low, and there's nothing. And there's been a load of little bit of fries swimming past. I've tried bringing it over that side and tried there and everywhere, so I'll keep trying for a bit and we'll see. So there's nothing here apart from a load of rubbish which I've picked up, so I'm going to try somewhere else. So here we are, we're at the top of the harbour, and look at all the weed. So I guess I'm going to have to cast out that way. So we'll give it here for a bit and see if we can catch anything. I'm getting very good at catching this weed fish, and that's a bit of a pain. Tide's going out and there's a lot more weed around, and that's all I'm pulling in. You can see it. So apart from picking up all that rubbish, which I've put in that bin up there, at least I haven't lost anything. Right, so it's the next day. It's the same harbour, but we're on the hailing ferry. Nope, we're on the hailing side. Couple of hours before high tide, so I'm going to have a few chucks and see if we can get any luck this side. I've got the same setup as yesterday, so let's have a go. Right, so I've changed lure to this Dragon minnow, so we'll see if that has any success. Hopefully it'll be better in the weed. Well, the minnows certainly wiggle well, but I've lost my distance, so I put on my 30-gram seeker, and I straight away came into some worse weed because it sinks down. I realised it was too shallow over that side for the lures that I've got with me today, so I've come back to my side of the harbour. This is where we were yesterday, but now the boat's gone. Right, I got them, and I've realised I've never thrown a joker lure over here, so we'll try that. And what did I say? Boat stops play. So that's where we were. And we're now on this newly redesigned car park bit. It's quite shallow down there, but not so just out there, so I'll have a little chuck around it and we'll see. And I think this will be my last. There's somebody over there having a go. There he is here. I wonder if he's caught anything. It looks like he's coming back in, so I don't know. I was thinking of having a go at that sometime, but not today. Well, I suppose it's reassuring. There's 4 other people out here lure fishing, and there's one of them down there. And nobody's caught anything, so I'll give up soon.